Hey guys, how are you? All right, everybody. So how are y'all? Y'all know every Thursday we jump on for our live. As y'all can see, I'm moving, but I ain't driving. Yeah, that feels good, don't it? It's moving, but I'm not driving. So I'm riding. So y'all bear with me if I go in and out. But on these lives, guys, we have our opportunities to ask me questions, just talk about what's going on with you guys. As you guys come in, kind of say hello, tell me where you are, so I can shout you guys out. But as everybody come in and get prepared to ask your questions, kind of want to just give you guys some updates on what's going on with me. So I'm well, all is well. I'm kind of happy that we're in a new month. Last month was kind of interesting, but I'm just happy to be here for this new month. They give me a new opportunity to serve you guys, new opportunity to love on myself. So I'm excited for that. As you guys know, if you need any sessions, any courses, any products, guys, all of that's on my website at www.stdlifecoach.com. Also, guys, as y'all know, I talked about it on the video of this week. Date question: do you have a STD? Do you have a STD or have you had an STD? I talked about the membership packet, membership programs. So I will have membership programs coming out here on YouTube, and a premiere membership program that's going to be off of YouTube. So I guess want you to really look out for that. You don't want to miss out, guys. I got some great stuff that I want to do for you guys. I want to offer you guys a little bit more background with me, or a little bit more time with me, to really support you guys through your herpes diagnosis. I know how it is going through this and don't really have anybody there. So I want to be more in your personal life. I want to be more in your life, more consistent with you guys, because I know how beneficial it can be having somebody there walking beside you going through this journey. I'm telling you, it's beneficial. That's why I'm where I am today, because I had a support group I was with consistently to help me realize that my life is not over, consistently have people I can go to talk to, consistently have people to just support me and uplift me when I have my down days. So it really made a huge difference. So I want to offer that to you guys here off of YouTube, on YouTube, and also off of YouTube. So make sure you guys continue to look out for that. That information is going to come out very soon, so look out for that as well. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, guys. Y'all missing out on things if you're not subscribed, and you'll miss out on the membership if you're not a subscriber. So I want you to subscribe. So with that being said, guys, what are you guys' questions and concerns? Let me know where you guys are. So what's going on? I'm all ears. All ears. Give y'all some time to hey, how are you, love? How's everything? How's everybody doing today? I have no clue what. I don't know what type of throat you talking about. I have no clue what you're talking about. Good to hear. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that you're good. In the season we in, we all need to be good or try to get good. It's a lot going on. A lot going on. For my people who are just coming in, if you have any questions, go right ahead and post those questions below, and I will answer your questions. You can ask me anything pertaining to herpes, anything you may want to know about my own journey. As y'all know, I've been living with herpes for 10 years. I have type 1 and I have type 2 are located. So any questions y'all may have? Questions? I was supposed to herpes and now my tonsils are swollen. I have bumps on the back of my throat, which Google said is okay. One thing I will tell you: do not diagnose yourself on Google. Do not diagnose yourself on Google. Do not diagnose yourself on Google. Don't do that. What I will tell you is go to the doctor to make sure It's not something else, okay? I know you can have herpes in your mouth, and you can have bumps, in your throat, in your on your jaws, like on your side of your mouth. It can be on your gums. It can be on your lips here or up here. So my whole thing, that is possible for it to have. So, but I don't want you going on Google and diagnose yourself. If you have herpes, you're probably just having outbreaks, and that's just that's how it manifests for you. That's how it manifests for you. But if you're really concerned, it's really swollen, it's really causing you some issues, I need you to make a doctor's appointment. Go to the doctor ASAP, because you may have something else going on top of an outbreak. Or you're just assuming it's herpes, and that's just not what it is. A lot of us, I want us all to know, don't anything, but you're assuming it's do that. If you're not quite sure, and especially if it's causing you especially when it's dealing with your throat, swelling, anything like that, closing off your air passage, please go to the doctor. Go to urgent care, call in, do a virtual appointment, let them know what's going on. But I will always say, just go in, let them look. They're going to swab it to make sure you're not having strep or anything else that's may going on. And you may need an antibiotic, you just never know, to get that swelling down. It's not good to have. So yeah, but I'm happy you asked. Good question. Good question. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? But I'm happy you asked that question. Herpes shows up in so many different forms. It can come up in achy legs if you're dealing constant achiness. Don't always think it's just, oh, I'm just, especially if you're working out, things like that. But it could be herpes related. Headaches sometimes can be herpes related. Tingling in the feet could be herpes related, or tingling over the body could be herpes related. Fatigue, things like that. And do not put everything on herpes. You have to consider your stress level, your workload, your diet. Are you exercising at all? Do you have any other ailments? But if you didn't have anything prior to herpes and you're starting to experience some of these things, that may be what you're experiencing. It's just herpes is running its course in your body. And you need to be mindful when you're feeling any type of symptoms that the virus is active. I have not had an outbreak in a while, but when I get a cut. Is that normal to get them like that? Absolutely, it is normal. We're so used to, when we go on Google or you talk to your medical professionals, they're saying it's sores or it's blisters. No, it can be cuts, it can be pimple-like, or it can just simply be symptoms where it's discharge for some ladies or guys. It can be aching legs, aching feet. It can be headaches. It can be fatigue. It can be flu-like symptoms. Some people get sore throats. Some people have just itching. Some people just have burning sensations, and things of that nature. So you can experience any of those things. So it can come in a cut form. And that's what throw a lot of people off, because it's just a cut. So yeah, that can happen. Good question. Oh, I do want to say, if you are an individual who have facial outbreaks, so for I'm saying like on your lips, on your nose, I also want to make sure you guys, if you're exposed to sun, you're going to be outside for a long period of time, make sure you put on a hat of some sort to cover your face. Exposure to sun, a whole lot of exposure to sun can cause you to have an outbreak, especially for some individuals. Like, man, I keep getting a whole lot of outbreaks now, especially if you work outside in the sun, or you're a beach bum, if you want to say, or you love to be outside. Please take that in consideration. Put on a sunblock to block some of that sun, and also put on a hat to cut out some of that exposure. It'll really help you to prevent you triggering an outbreak for yourself, okay? And if you're having a physical outbreak on your face, please do not expose yourself to too much sun. It's not going to help you. It's really not. Little things that you don't think much about and wonder what's going on. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's so interesting. That question came up for an individual in my group. She had a young man. He was in the Army. They had just been talking to each other, and he asked her if she had an STI or STD. As you know, she has herpes. and it really caught her off guard, and she didn't know what to do or what to say because she didn't know if she wanted to move forward. But for me, as y'all, if you watch the video, if you haven't, I want you to go watch it. But anyone, anybody have a right, if I come out the door, to ask you if you have anything, just like I have the right to ask you if you have children. You have the right, if you got a job, you got a car, you have any health issue. People want to know certain things for a reason, and they have the right to know. And my whole thing, if you don't want to give an answer, then I think you don't need to be out here, because people had a right to ask what they want to ask. It was interesting to see the comments that people like, why he asked that? That's weird. That's sad that's weird. That it is really sad that we're not used to men or even women asking your sexual status coming out the door. I don't have to want to have sex with you today, but if I looked at you, it came across my mind when I seen you. And a lot of people are like, well, that's not the first thing on mind. When I seen you, it's a thought. People are just not attracted just to be attracted. That don't mean when I have sex with you today, but it comes across people's brains. It comes across you like, I may not. But at the end of the day, a person had the ability to ask. And if you're 21 and above, you need to be okay with answering questions. And a lot of us, the adults, that's our problem. We're not used to answering no questions. We don't want to be honest with people. And a lot of us just don't know what we want. So when people ask us questions like that, well, I don't know if I want to be in a relationship with him. You're right. Then if you don't even know if you want to be in a relationship with him, or if you even have enough interest, then why are we here? But he still had a right to ask a question, and you had a right to answer a question as well. And if you're not quite ready to answer that question, that person have the right to walk away from you, because it's not right for you to a person ask you a question and then you don't want to tell the truth, and then you think you want to come around and tell the truth later. You're dishonest, and nobody gonna want to deal with that. They want an honest answer at that time that they ask you. And I think I want all of us to look at that, to think, if you ask a person a question now and they don't give you the real answer now, and they want to give it to you later when they feel comfortable, how they gonna make you feel? Take that in consideration, and when you move forward with questions from this point on, think about that. Think about that. Because as adults, people are not honest. They so dishonest. People are dishonest because people are not used to people asking them questions. And if you find that they're dishonest, questions for being dishonest. Because if I ask you a question and you give me the wrong answer, I'm going to tell you how it made me feel, and I'm going to tell you the consequences for you telling me that stuff. I may forgive you later, or I may understand if you give me more detail of why you chose to tell me stuff later, but I'm going to question you from that point on. You're going to tell me the truth right up, or are you going to wait until you feel better, or when you feel like it's always the best time to tell something? People are going to start questioning you, and you don't always want somebody questioning every single thing, especially come out the gate. I don't know you. So what you give me in the beginning is what I'm going to walk off of, okay? That's what I'm going to work off of. That's your foundation. So be very mindful of the foundation that you build, okay? That's not always an easy thing to do. Yeah, you by ear sometimes, but you also need to listen to your intuition. If you don't talk to a person right off and they ask you a question, ask them, why you asked me that question? You have the right to ask, what made you want to ask me that question so early? And they may say, man, you know what? I think you're sexy. I may want to have sex with you. Okay, great. That's not what I want. And that's not what you want. You can shut the conversation down. You can say, sis, I ain't even on that right now. Because they may not even be on the same path you're on. Some people just want to have sex. That's not what you want. You can shut that conversation down right away and walk off. Or if that's what you want, then go ahead and have a healthy conversation. You can go ahead and have it. All right? Hey, love, how are you? I've been looking for you. I've been waiting for you to book a session. I feel depressed sometimes because of this, trying to enjoy my life. This seems hard. Okay, let me tell you something about depression. And I deal with it time to time too, not with herpes, but other things in my life. Depression is lack of hope. You feel hopeless. You believe your life is over, and you believe you can't live. And as you continue to think that, you will not enjoy life. You're going to have to know that it's life after herpes, just like it's life after children, it's life after divorce, it's life after the death. For, if you lose someone, it's life after going to jail, it's life after everything. But if you believe there's no life, that's when depression kicks in. So right now, you just lack hope. And you should look at me, you should look at other individuals and see that's not true. And if you can't see that for yourself, then you're holding yourself up. And if you need help, support, anything like that, then I'm here to help you kind of look at your life and ask yourself, why do you keep believing that? It may be questions that you need. You may have some questions that's keeping you up, that makes you depressed. Like, well, I don't understand this and I don't understand that. And if it's just questions, let's get those questions answered so you won't stay in this place of hopelessness. If there's some actions, let me help you get some actions together. That may be therapy. You may deal with depression with other things in your life. Let's find somebody to help you get some therapy. Okay? It's many things that you may just need resources. But right now you don't feel like life is possible, and it is. So I would love to do a session with you. So www.stdlifecoach.com. I'll let y'all know I have no sessions into 2 weeks. So I'm telling y'all are in a place where y'all better book it when you want it, because right now I'm 2 weeks out and I don't know what it's going to look like in 2 more weeks. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I only have 3 days worth of sessions. So you want to take that in consideration with that as well, with booking. So if you want to book when you're able to book based off your schedule. Also, if you're an individual, you're like, Belize, my schedule is so funky. Then reach out to me. I have no problem with trying to work your schedule for you sometimes. I'm not going to say it's always going to be available. I'm not going to always say I'm going to be able, but I'm always willing to do that, especially with COVID-19 going on. Everybody's working weird schedules. Children, living with people, no scheduled dates. If that's the need, let, the time beat you up too much. Okay, don't let the time beat you up. I'm just willing to work with you on that Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday with those dates. Okay. How long can breaks usually last for the first time? Okay, so your outbreaks for the first time can last up to 4 weeks. Okay, up to 4 weeks. My first outbreak was about 3 weeks. Okay, that's the first one. After that, it can move down to 2 weeks depending on your treatment plan or whatever is going on. After that, some people move down to a week, and then some people it can be shorter than I say about 5 days if they're on a treatment plan where they're taking their medication right away. They're doing whatever they do that helps them reduce that outbreak and not cause the outbreak go into a full outbreak. So I'll tell you from this point on, as soon as you feel any tingling, anything, you need to start your treatment plan right away. If that's medication, antivirals, if that's natural remedies, if that's whatever you may do, you need to start it right away, because the quicker you start it is the faster your outbreak will go ahead and heal. Okay. I've had a IgG, a IgM, and a PCR test. They both came back negative. However, I still have an outbreak. Okay. So I'm going to break down. IgG says you have had the virus for 12 to 16 weeks. That means if it's not showing up, you have not had the virus for 12 to 16 weeks yet. Okay. IgM, that lets you know that that's the first initial antibodies of the virus. Okay, that test is not, it fluctuates. Okay, PCR only benefits if you're having a physical outbreak at the time. They take a culture at that time, and that means it's not already in a healed state. They have to get it when it's fresh, it's bubbling, it's moving, for them to get accurate. And sometimes the PCR, if they don't get it into the lab quick enough, it may not show up. Okay, but if you know you're having outbreaks, then you know you still have herpes, and that's why the herpes testing is so funky, because you can be having outbreaks and it just never show up on the test. That's very possible. Hello, we're looking forward to having a session with you. I'm excited. Make sure you go ahead and book. Okay, I met someone now, so my depression has decreased. She has issues that she is facing, I'm dealing with as well. So I feel like I'm on the right path. Okay. Red flag. I'm gonna have to tell you this. Y'all both have some issues. Please make sure y'all get y'all issues addressed. Not together, individually. Okay? Because in relationships, what we tend to do is be in relationship with people, and we kind of get them fixing our problems. Don't have her fixing your problems, and don't be fixing her problems. Okay? I don't want that for you guys. I really want a healthy relationship for you. Yes, you're there for each other. You understand you guys came up with issues. You're going to have issues regardless. So make sure you're doing the work that's necessary individually to help you guys get through your issues. Okay? Because you can't expect your partner to fix you. That's not the goal. All right? I just want to say that now. Any other questions? Concerns, guys? questions so far. Good questions. Oh, I do want to tell you guys this. If you're looking at your live, it's this little money sign. In this little money sign, that is called a super chat. In the super chat, you have the ability to give me money or fund or donate or just want to send me a love funds. If you want to, that you can do that with that circle with the dollar sign in it, and basically you'll put whatever you want in it and it'll pop up and I'll see it. You'll be at the top of my chat and I can see that you sent me funds. So I just want to tell you that. So just say, if you guys say, you know what, Belize, you've been there for me, I want to send you some. Or if it's you want to just support a new cause, or you just want to support my business, whatever that may be, you can do that with that super chat button. The dollar sign with the circle around it. If y'all ever wonder what it is, it's called a super chat. So you'll just donate whatever you want to donate, whatever dollar amount that is. You'll put in the information, put in your card information, and that information that'll been sent to me, and I'll get it in my monthly payments that I get for YouTube. I've been on acyclovir, and I have 3 days left on the prescription, and my outbreaks haven't changed. It doesn't finish your prescription. I know you believe that. If this is your first outbreak, don't assume the medicine's going to work right away. If you didn't start your medication right away anyway, then medication it got a lag time. It's going to take some time. So it's important to continue with your medication. Do not stop taking it. Continue to take it. If you feel like you need more, tell your doctor to give you more medicine. Also include natural remedies as well. What our doctors do not tend to tell us is when you're on medications, I don't care what you still need something to reduce some symptoms. Most of your medication ain't gonna knock off symptoms right away, other than pain meds, okay? Outside of that, or insulin, or things like that. You need something to help you with your current symptoms, which is your swelling and things like that. So I would ask you to reach out to your doctor and ask pertaining to swelling of the throat. I'm not a throat doctor, so don't ask me what to do for your throat, but to ask what to do for that, okay? Different things. Or you can also do your research on Google to find out different things you can do to reduce swelling in the throat. But I want you to ask your doctor that first, because I don't want you could have some type of infection or anything with so much going on. Like we got COVID-19 going on. Please do not neglect any symptoms, y'all. Please do not neglect that. Yeah, you can be in the house all day, but if you go outside one day, you're at risk of getting COVID. So with that being said, guys, please do not neglect and all this stuff. You can have something so light. So do not neglect anything in the season. Anything. And flu season is creeping up on us. Do not neglect nothing. And I'm talking to all of you guys. Do not make everything herpes. Do not make everything COVID. Do not make everything I'm just tired. You don't know what's going on. Go to the doctor, y'all, for real. I'm still with my gifter, and he was not upset with me when I found out. I've been with him for 5 years, and we're dealing with this. I did not have this before I get upset. My whole thing is, you need to understand that you love the person. If you've been with this person this long and y'all working it out, you're going to have to forgive them and stop harvesting the anger about it. Because if you're going to be with them, you're going to have some resentment, and you're not going to benefit. Your resentment is not going to benefit the relationship. It's going to be toxic. You're going to do stuff. You're going to say stuff that's going to be hurtful to your partner. So my whole thing is, you're going to be in this relationship, you need to forgive them, which forgiveness is a daily thing. I want us to stop believing that you forgive once and that's all in all. That's not true. That is I don't know who told us that crap. That is a lie from the pit. Like, listen, you need to forgive them every day, especially when it deals with something that changed your life. An everyday effect. That's for my individual who was raped, molested, and end up getting that is a daily work. That's a daily. Today I forgive you for what you did for me 10 years ago. Listen, folks been telling us, oh, forgive and forget. Some stuff is traumatic. You just don't forget it because it shifted your life. But you can forgive that person every day to say, today is not going to control me. Today, I'm not going to allow that to hold me down. Today, I'm not going to be mean to my partner. Today, I'm going to love my partner for who they are. I love them for who they, and not and not penalize them for something they did, and I made a decision to stay. If you're going to stay, you do not have the right to continue to punish them. That's just me. You do not have the right to continue to punish the individual if you're going to stay. If you cannot handle it, get out of the relationship, okay? Get out the relationship. I got to keep it cutthroat and to the point, because a lot of people are staying with their gifters, but you hate your gifter, and you keep saying nasty stuff, and you stop being mean. Get out the relationship. You are toxic. You are toxic. I love you, but you are toxic. And don't stay in a relationship like that. That person don't deserve that. Yeah, I understand they gave it to you. I don't know the story or how they gave it to you, but if you're going to stay there, you need to forgive them. And if you can't do that, move on. Okay? Okay? You're welcome, love. You're welcome. All right, guys, we got 5 more minutes. You know, I'm really trying to get stickler on time now. So we got 5 more minutes. I don't want to make these longer than 30 minutes, especially for my individuals who are doing the replay. All right? And anybody who's on the replay, when you watch this, if you have any questions, concerns, put them in the comments. And y'all know me, I will come and I will respond. Okay? Or if it's something personal, then you can reach out to me at www.stdlifecoach.com and come to the contact section and do it there. Or you can go to my Instagram, stdlifecoach.com, and see me in DM. Okay? So you have your options. Options. Any other questions? Last questions? Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. I've been talking, so I haven't said anything, but hello. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? All right, guys. As we're starting to close out, I want you guys to make sure you go watch the last video that I had this week on Tuesday. As y'all know, Tuesdays are education days. You take care, sweetie. Can't wait to talk to you. Tuesdays are education days, so make sure you look out for every Tuesday, 8 o'clock a.m. Y'all, look, I'm getting better at it, so it's 8 a.m. Eastern time. It will be on for you guys, so you guys can watch that educational video. I have some good videos this month. You do not want to miss these videos. You know where to find me if you need any sessions. Those sessions, like I said, they're 2 weeks out, so go ahead and book if you're seeking a book. And I'll just let you know, somebody asked me this the other day, do you get cancellations? I do not, y'all. I think out of the 300 and something sessions I have done over the years, I have only had 2 cancellations. So I tell you now, don't ask me if people cancel, because they really don't. So if you want to book, go ahead and book your sessions. Even if it's far, I'll still book it out. Courses, as y'all know, I have 3 courses available to you guys. If you just found out your herpes diagnosis, I have a free course for you, 72 hours after, learning what you need to do, how to get through your first 72 hours after herpes, learn how to have healthy sex and responsible sex after herpes, and then also how to disclose. So I will your staffy way and in a way that you're confident. So all my natural products on there, take advantage of those natural products. They're available to you guys. Shipping is typically 3 to 5 days, but y'all know, be patient because of COVID, so it may have a little lag time to do those things as well. And I'll let y'all know the packaging is discreet. Nobody will know what's in the packaging. I like to tell you guys that. I don't understand. No, I know what's in the packaging. All right. Lifecoach.com. You guys soon. Bye.